Right, kia ora, welcome back. Fifth and final game, NZAFF Grand Final day here for the Flag National Championships 2024. James Lissaman along with Mikey Fabella now for the last game. Again, the last game. We did this last year as well. And we're also joined by Paul Lawrence, who's going to be kind of on the sideline, but he's going to announce the officials and the teams that are going to be competing in this game, the Metro Lions and the Tauranga Tridents. So over to you, Paul.
Thanks, James. Hey, welcome along down to the sideline. You'll see out on the field at the moment, we've got our officials. On your screen going left to right, we've got Gavin Graham in the black hat. White hat, Donald McMillan this afternoon. The GM of NZAFF, Russell McConaughey. Next to him we have Greg Evers, and on the far right, Paul Brown are our officials for this afternoon. Now we're going to welcome out the teams to the field. We've got on the left-hand side of the screen the Tauranga Tridents. Welcome them out as we go. Campbell, Blaster Haston, Blyce Campbell, Justin Falcon, Wilson Fisher Dan Fisher Devan, apologies there, Logan Geis, Lewis Hayward, James Laughlin, Sam Penny, Tukohorangi Penny, Lars Price, Gordon Riley, Cameron Skilton, Geordie Vanderkop, Ben Whitaker, Scott Whitney, and coach Chris Caudry. And for the Metro Lions this afternoon we have Sam Brown, Jermaine Felix, Finchester Holt, Ezra Meredith, Tino Meredith, Evangel Namanu, Thomas Nian, Ethan Drakati, Asher Schwick, George Taulagi, Johan Gomez, David Tukunga, Damon Morrow, Connor Regan, and Darcy Williams. Head coach Connor Ballett. And running the sideline, Eddie Taylor for the Metro Lions.
All right, thanks for that, Paul. So, Mikey, welcome back. We're in a shadier place than we were last year, and it looks like the sun's come out for this one.
This weekend it's been rainy.
Yep.
It's been sunny. We're not knowing what we're going to do with the weather here, but it's good football weather, and we're ready with two teams that are ready for this final. It's going to be a really good one. Sun is out. Good competition. Players playing well all weekend long. Gibbs, happy to be back with you in this final. These guys are ready to go.
Yeah, it should be good. So we can see Russell McConaughey, is ready to do the ceremonial. Well, it's actually it's not just ceremonial. It's actually important. So there's a proper coin toss in this. Referee Donald McMillan's just going through the last minute reminders and what the difference is for these games compared to the pool play games. And they're obviously taunting. We saw a number of unsportsmanlike penalties the last game. Despite a pretty good sort of feeling between the two teams, a lot of healthy respect between them.
Well, listen, you want really good competition, and that's what we've got here in this NZAFF tournament. But you want players to respect each other, right? It's football at the end of the day. Everyone's a human being. You want to be really good, and you want to take those good plays and bad plays on the chin, but with respect. And I think these two teams will show that. It's going to be high level of competition. I think it's going to be a really big offensive game, and I'm looking forward to it. So the rules have been given to the players. Sidelines are getting pumped up, and there's the coin toss there.
He was just like, it looked like it was about to be like, Metro, do you want to shoot? Oh, hang on, no, it's not you. There we go. So Donald McMillan announces that. So Metro will start off with the ball first, which means I'd say Tauranga won the toss there. It seems like everyone says we want to defer until the second half. So that we can try and get that score at the end of the first half and then have the first possession as well afterwards.
It is a big advantage to put pressure on the opposing team if you're able to get that score and then get the ball right back. It also is a positive if you're running behind. You can even score and then you can get out in front in that second half. So I'm always a big fan of defer. Let your defense go set the tempo and then take your offense out in the field and go down and score.
No, you're exactly right. And we can see here the Lions. We saw this for the Lionesses grand final. They went one, they grabbed it. They're looking to go 2 for 2 here with their senior men's team as well, who are, I'd say, got a miracle lifeline after last night. They're like, right, we've been eliminated.
Yep.
Rules reviewed, and then played an overtime game, just an overtime period against Canterbury early in the morning here. Yeah, and that basically got them the extra life to go through. They won their semi-final, and you know, they've said, look, we get a chance, we're going to make the most of it, and they're here now with a chance going for gold.
And Connor, their head coach, is going to get them ready for this second and third chance. These boys are really good players. They've been in this position before, winning the final a few years back. Happy to be here after finishing third last year, and they're ready for their opportunity now with Tino to lead them down there on this drive.
All right, so they'll have first down and halfway here. We'll try and have official timing. We've been told it all will be working properly. So it's first down and halfway here. They have to get to the 25-yard line if you're just joining us here. Sky Sport next. And there's the first snap to Tino. And low pass there. It was actually caught. That was like a shoestring grab there.
Yep. It looked like it cut the grass just a bit. Tino, if he really wants to be successful, needs to make decisions quick and early, get the ball up, allow his receivers a chance to get some yards after the catch, but a good first play to get off the line.
So we got Tino Meredith on the top. They've got, is that Tommy there in the backfield with him. There we go.
Tommy on the pitch.
And I mean, it looks easy. It's just a pitch, and then easy yardage there. You've got to be so good with the ball handling and making sure you're not fumbling the ball when you don't need to. Well, you don't ever want to, do you?
You see a lot this tournament. I saw a lot in playing a lot of these teams that there's a running back in the backfield. They like some handoffs or some quick pitches. No one does it better than Metro and Tommy. He's just so quick out of the backfield. He can turn a 5-yard play into a 15, 20-yard gain.
No, he's explosive is the word that springs to mind. We got Tino with the set, deep pass left sideline, and just off the hands there. That was placed perfectly, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I think he might have wanted to go just a smidge inside, and that receiver could have just run his route a little bit too inside. If he stays out there, he's probably got that for a touchdown. But you're going to look at that. Tino is going to be really methodical at times. He's got a big arm, loves to go deep, which could be an Achilles heel at some point. Didn't really need to go deep. He just needed to get over that halfway mark, which they need to do here now. But watch for Tino to take that shot. He's not afraid, and they can convert quite a bit this game.
So 4th and half here, 5 yards to go. I'm expecting a relatively safe play as they want to get a new set of downs here. There it is, the rollout. Flag was grabbed, and they're just checking the mark. It's going to be half a yard short. So a big first play there for Tauranga. They get the stop, and they're pretty pumped up about that. Number 20. Have a look at him. We'll find the team list. No, we don't even oh yes, we do have a team list. So number 20. Tuko Hirangi Pini with the stop there. First down for the Tridents from their own 5. Snap is good, quick pass, and juggled, and I'll say incomplete. I'm not making the call on the field though. It's hard when we don't see that, right? No one's like, yes, celebrating either way, because you're like, oh, it'll be a short gain if he did make it. It's gone back. So it is definitely second down and half, no gain.
Mark has done really well of just really trying to build momentum on this tournament. He's making quicker decisions, is in full command, and you can see him really open up the field here, great on the run.
Yeah, good defense there. Metro just, the initial pass rush got slowed down by that fake. Have a look at this there, and that gave them enough time, but they were able to clamp down and shut everything down. Yeah, I mean, even if they get caught, that was going to be like a minimal gain there.
Yeah, look for the Tridents to open it up here. Once Mark tends to make that rush miss, it really opens up. It's hard to cover these athletes for long periods of time, and they really can get into those holes quite nicely. Watch Mark to just fire it in there.
It is deep pass, good jumping catch there, and mini collision there, and there come the flags coming in.
Go.
So my read here, this will go on the offense for turning into the defensive player. We'll see if we can have see what the discussion and the outcome of this is. Quick conversation by the crew there, crew chief.
Contact back half the distance from the goal.
So Donald McMillan just checking how much how they're going to administer it.
Half the distance from the 5. Yeah.
Yep.
Contact! Offense! Half the distance to the goal! Locks it down, that's 4 down.
So it's such a massive play there. So you think like contact football would be from the end of the run, flag football, this is one of the key ones that goes back to the line of scrimmage is where it's enforced from. So it's half the distance from there. Well done by the crew. They got that exactly right, and the loss of down as well. So it's an A+ on your in-person exam, I guess.
Hey, it's a tough penalty, but it's a non-contact sport. You want to keep it that way, and you want to discourage contact. So it was a good call by the referees. Tough spot for the Tridents now.
There you go. There's the, well, I mean, he evades there, but I think he's past the line, so it's going to be an illegal 4 pass. Even though this was caught, illegal run, illegal 4 pass, you can make your choice. It's going to be a turnover on downs. We'll wait for the official play call. You can see here the snap, under pressure immediately. Did a good job, but then just by dodging out of that, you went too far forward, and you can see he went right up to the 5, but the 2.5 was actually their line of scrimmage.
And I believe he's got to clearly be behind that line in order to get that throw off, correct?
Yes, yep. Yeah, so contact, you need one tiny bit of your body behind the line of scrimmage, and that's legal. Flag football, everything has to be completely behind because, yeah, obviously you can't just reach the ball over and then get a touch in if you're 2 inches short.
Both offenses getting the nerves out here.
Yes.
I think we're going to see a lot of things open up for both teams now.
Here we go. Metro, their second drive of the day. Short pass, run after the catch. Almost ran into his own player then. No flag for contact if you hit your own guy. And his flag, that's probably the toughest thing commentating. Flag for, like, you pull their flag and you stop them, you essentially tackle them, versus flag for you've done something wrong and the referee throws a flag or officials throw a flag.
Tino really needs to just look that middle. If Tauranga's going to give him a 2-2 look, going to give him that open middle of the field, right where that rusher comes through, he needs to attack that to have some success or check it down. He doesn't really move his feet, but he likes to go deep.
Yeah, he had him. Like, the pass was pretty good. Like, you know, no chance for an interception. You just want your guys to lay out and, you know, full effort. Like, if you can't get there, then that's fine. But if it looks like you're not sure it's going to get there and don't go full out.
Right.
Are you going to throw it to them again? What would you do, Mikey?
On this one, I would just try to get closer or just over that line. If you keep throwing it deep like that when you really don't need to, you see it's about, what, 5 to 6 yards? Just have a route go over the middle, maybe something in the flats, get closer, make 4th down a short gain for you.
There you go. Good call there. He did exactly what you recommended. The short, safe pass, get a new set of downs. They actually got about 10 yards from that, up to about the 20. Here as they'll be 1st and goal just over that side of halfway now.
When you're in the heat of the game, coaches really think about down and distance, and it's important for your quarterback too, but this is such a big opportunity for both teams. Sometimes you want to get that shot, right? You want to get that ESPN highlight play, but it's just breaking it down into chunk plays, chipping away, and then going deep when the defense gives it to you.
So you go deep snap, pass rush is coming there. And again, Tino just looks so comfortable. You know, it's Tommy the turnster. Catches there and yak. That's what he did last year. That's what he's doing this year. Short gain turns into a long gain now, just like that.
For Metro to have success, they need to get Tommy the ball early. If they do that, we saw in this play, he's going to make people miss. And I think that's the key to their victory today. Just being patient, Tino, with the football and getting it to your star, number 14.
So 2nd down and goal here. I think just outside the no-run zone, so they can have a running play here to try and score if they wish. Looks like just a regular pass. And yeah, why not? Like, is that Meredith to Meredith there?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Tino to, I assume, his brother. I haven't actually asked him if they are brothers. They get first blood there, put up the score 6-0. Canterbury Panther, an unknown Canterbury Panther.
Yep.
In the luchador mask,
yes.
The catch there, just easy, just open. You can see him, he's just looking the whole way like this is going to be open if I can just wait and be patient. 1 point try here. Rolls out to the left this time. And I think that's going to be in the field of play, like the entire field area, but not inside the field of play area.
Yep, he just, if he drags his feet and that ball's down a little bit, he's got it. And you're going to find out as you're watching the broadcast that these extra points mean everything. Games are decided by 1, 2, 3, and conversions of these extra points are going to be huge.
So we do have Paul Lawrence somewhere around the sideline. I would love him to talk to Tino and just find out if he can get a word from him, like how cool was it to throw it to what I assume is his brother. He could maybe find that out as well for us is the first pass for Tauranga goes incomplete. They have second down from the 5, so they've struggled. They haven't made any real positive plays without a flag, have they?
No, they haven't. They need to get in rhythm here. Mark just needs to get a few throws, get moving on his feet.
Oh, what hands there to hang on to that. Like, that was just an excellent job there to go through. And we'll see, we'll try again. We'll see if Paul Lawrence is able to get Tino for a quick word to see how he enjoyed throwing the touchdown to what I assume is his brother, maybe his cousin. Or maybe he says, no, I'm focused on my game here. Don't want to say anything. All right, so 3rd down and half here for Tauranga. There's the short pass there. Flag, contact, what do you reckon? I reckon this is defense here, Mike.
Could be defensive contact. Really interesting. We've got to see the replay to see why that Metro didn't bring a rush. But if you give an athlete like Mark Riley at the quarterback position that much time just to kind of move his feet, they've got athletes on the outside that are going to find their way open. It doesn't look like they brought a rush.
Yeah, no, you could see him just like, I think it was the snap change, so he jumped inside the 7, so knew like, well, I can't continue the rush.
Right.
First and goal.
So there we go. Yep, the contact was called on Metro, so it does give an, well, I mean, it's 10 yards, but it's also an automatic first down anyway. So this is a chance for Tauranga to get back into the game. And he's got to be super careful of how far forward he goes.
Did he cross there?
I know he was so deep on the initial cat, like on the snap, but then he climbed the pocket so far. Let's have a look here, see if we can even tell. I don't know if we'll be able to from here.
Been called this a few times and once in this game, but it looks like no one's calling that.
Yeah,
no, like a touchdown, right?
I think it looked good to me from that angle there. I mean, there is an official right there on the line of scrimmage on the opposite side. It would be like, no, you're clearly, I mean, as we saw before, you're clearly forward or you're clearly not. It just felt like he climbed so much there. Anyway, 1 point conversion here, and they get the lead now. So what an answer for Tauranga.
It's a huge answer. Mark is now moving his feet. That's his game. When he gets cement and gets stuck, and he's got the pressure on him, he tends to kind of lean back and just chuck some footballs up in the air. But when he's the most in control is when he can make that first move, evade the rush, get into open field. His receivers then kind of go into a scramble drill, and then he gets the ball where he needs to be. We saw that multiple times on this drive. A great answer. Now Metro playing from behind.
So we go, they have first down and bobble catch there, and we'll see, was he down first? There was an arm sort of bar there for, I guess, balance to stay down, but it also kind of got in the way of flag guarding as well. Like, if I'm officiating then I'd say your flag just got pulled back there.
Yep.
Because that is a tough one there.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You don't want to get called for flag guarding. Some guys try to break their fall, but it's just such a niggly rule. You have to keep those hands up. Wasn't called there, seemed to be nice and okay. Tino back, ready to get his team into position.
What a catch there. And then able to spin away from the defender just to get about another 1.5 yards as well. It's Timmy, now he should be Timmy the Turnstile, I think. Like.
I love Metro with their nicknames on the back of their kits. They are a crazy group of characters. They're really great football players, great competitors, and they'll just grind out both on the offensive, defensive side of the ball. You have to respect what they do. They're so consistent every year at Nationals.
There you go, 3rd down, Tino. Crossing pattern, and there is a jump there. Let's see. Ooh. If the flag got grabbed, it won't matter. You can jump into after that. Or maybe it was actually. We'll see. Like, I'm just assuming there was a flag there. It looked like, I mean, there could have been one, but if the flag was grabbed first, then you can do pretty much whatever you want afterwards as long as it's not taunting.
It's really hard to, you want to do a spin move and you want to jump, right? You want to do that Reggie Bush over the end zone type of play, but yeah, against the rules here. Oh, they did call it.
First down.
Yep, so this goes from the spot of the foul, and then 5 yards back, and then measure it, or we'll basically check if they got over halfway or not. They have, cool, so it's a first down and goal, just 5 yards back from where it would have been if he hadn't jumped. But he may not have got all those yards if he hadn't jumped either. And this will be interesting. Couldn't see if he was in or out there. Yeah, the signal is out of bounds there. First foot was out of bounds.
2nd and goal here. You got to think Connor's going to dial up some plays. He's a great play caller. Tino's really good about picking apart defenses. Great route runners for Metro. Watch for Tommy getting into flats. Maybe he's shooting up here. A lot of room on the left and right side corners of the field for Tino to work with.
Here he is, sets, fires, there's the underneath pass. Flag is grabbed. So Trident's like, they look pretty bad, or nervy, I guess, their first drive. Got that, like, they gave up the score and then they've been really, really good since then as well. 3rd and goal though, Metro still 2 downs to try and score here, but not coming as easy as it looked the first drive.
Listen, you get in these competitions and you just say every game is just another game. But when you get to this in any type of level in sports, the championship game just means something more, right? And so both these teams are just settling in, and Tino will settle down here, and the Tridents as well. Flag is thrown. What do you think that one was?
I think it's either going to be defensive pass interference, or there may have been affecting the rush, impeding the rusher. Looks like he's asking for the centre, so I imagine it will be there. Let's have a listen in to Donald McMillan as soon as he's actually got it correctly given to him. Flag guarding. It sounds like it's going to be what it is.
We were just talking about that. You've got to keep those hands up. I know you want to protect yourself.
Repeat this.
They will call it every time this crew.
Shielding is not. What's your shielding? Shielding! Offense! 5-yard penalty! Replay 3rd.
Yeah, so not flag guarding,
Okay.
shielding is the impeding the rusher. So used to be called impeding the rusher. I say it all the time because everyone understands it, but shielding is the official verbiage now to say you're shielding and stopping someone from getting to the ball. So it's 5 yards replay down. So still 3rd down, 2 to go here. Round about the 18 yards. Jumping catch made, immediate deflagging. 4th down and goal from about the 11 now.
Big grab from Connor. That was just really high, and Tino not really wanting to throw into that coverage. Tino just needs to relax. He's got an arm. He can make any throw on the field. He's not known to be really as shifty as Mark for the Tridents is, but he is really good at taking that drop back and just firing it in there. He's given himself a nice 4th down, possession. Not as far as they were before. Look for the middle or maybe those back corners to be open for Metro.
Yeah, but a quick change there from Tauranga. Here we go, 2 QB. And you see they're staying with Tino. They're like, we do not want the ball to go back to him. And great job there, flying in. Helps out the officials. That's incomplete, everyone.
Yep.
And that's a turnover on downs. Tauranga a chance here. So they start with the ball, don't they?
They do. They do start with the ball, and this is where we're getting closer to the end of the half, right? That's why you want to defer. If you can put points here now, Mark, driving them down the field, and it just gives you that upper hand to get the ball back. It's what they did against Otago in the semifinal.
So here we go, the drop back. This is the thing they have to worry. We saw a sack in the end zone from the Panthers, the youth Panthers. You've got to be really aware of where the defender is and get rid of it. And that's where Tino's so good. Like, he knows his reads, he's going quick. Whereas, as you said, for the Tridents, it's like take a little bit more time to try and let something develop downfield. Fakes the shovel, evades, it's bouncing up. It might have been better just to knock that down and let it go incomplete.
I like him, and I understand what he was trying to do there. You don't want Metro to catch that ball, right? Sets him up 1st and goal after you just had a really big stop right there. But Mark really needs to just be patient. When his game is allowing that rush to get really close to him, then make one move, get out of the pocket, and let your receivers do the work to throw downfield. But Mark really now has to get at least half of this yardage, so it's a shorter 4th down conversion.
There we go, there's the juke. Look at that juke. He's been taking lessons from Tommy. And then a little bit of appeal, like I feel like I was contacted then.
Yep. Tommy's the standard of, you watch Tommy, and he makes it look so easy that you can just go backfield. Not everyone in the country can do that, but so many athletes are just emerging in this sport, which is now an Olympic sport in 2028 in Los Angeles, right? So that Olympic fever, even though it's years away, is starting to grow now here in New Zealand. And you can see a lot of people looking up to Tommy, smaller guys, just really quick with the ball and yards after catch. That's what they're trying to do here.
It's 4th down, and catch is made just over halfway, so great job there, Tridents. It didn't look pretty, but they got the 1st down eventually, and now they're just inside the 2-minute warning, I think.
Just clinical for Mark, right? On that 3rd down, he got just enough to make it a more more manageable conversion on 4th down. He attacked those front corners. You want to push that coverage and then break over the sideline there, and that's what he did.
It's a 1st down and goal. Roll that to the right, and they're going to have contact. I think this will be pass interference there. The catch was made out of bounds, so ignore the catch part, except it was pretty cool. And this will be a 10-yard penalty, assuming what we think, you know, we're seeing the end of the play, not the whole thing. So if it is defensive pass interference, 10-yard penalty or half the distance of the goal, but I think they've got enough yards, they can go 10.
10 yards from the spot.
Well, it'll be 10 yards from the spot if there was a catch, mate. Yep, no, he's going back to the...
Contact. Defense is 10 yards from the previous spot. First down.
Let's go. I like it when what I say is going to happen does happen. I get worried when I'm like, hang on, wait.
You know your stuff, and it was a good call by the refs. Metro is quite an aggressive defense led by Darcy Williams, and they really just need to be careful on those contact penalties.
So first down, he just threw that before he crossed the line there. So this will bring up second down and goal. Is that contact? But that's about the first time he's actually rolled out to the left there. Like all the other ones, he's tended to feel the pressure, start going to his right almost automatically.
Yeah, he's a right-handed quarterback, so that's natural as if you play the quarterback position.
Yep.
If you're left-handed, it's a much easier throw to set your feet and launch it there. So you're going to see Mark, his tendency is to really like to go to the right-hand side. It's a much easier throw. He doesn't necessarily want to throw across his body. It just gives him the opportunity to sling the ball at will whenever he wants to if he rolls to his right.
It's about 1 minute 40 in the first half. Pass there was a pretty good look there. He had a step on the defender. I love defenders when they're like, nah, you had no chance. And I'm like, oh, well, if the pass was this much closer, I think it would have been a catch and maybe a touchdown.
Metro's defense really works on momentum, so the more and more they gain confidence and they're in the right spaces, they're just going to build on that. And what Mark needs to do for the Tridents is just to drive, right? You've got 3 more downs to score. Just chip away, get closer. And that is not a good start.
No.
You've got to be disciplined there. You can't do that to yourself to make yourself go 5 yards back. Actually, it's third down now, so 2 more chances, 5 yards back. You at least want to get halfway to
yeah, I'm wondering if they like even take a run or just a really shallow pass here.
Yep.
That you keep in bounds, run off a whole bunch of time. Because no matter what happens, Metro's going to have a reasonable amount of time, especially with 2 timeouts, to have a chance to answer. So we are Tauranga. There's the grab. You want to be stopped inbounds or score a touchdown. He is stopped inbounds, so brings up 4th down and goal, around about the 6 or the 7 yard line.
You can see that on that play, Metro looked like they were running a 2-2, which just means that middle of the field is going to be open. When Mark just went to the left, he found his guy. And if the Tridents can get their receivers to miss flags, because Metros are so good at pulling flags, that is going to give them that second life to get closer. 4th down conversion, not so long this time around for the Tridents.
And what a job there to get the defender to jump and just and threw the angle off just enough to make that. I thought it was going to be caught. The Metro come away, get the stop as they just about, look at this, in, out, back to the corner, and he's just having to come back in and just can't quite get there to make the catch. So close there though.
I believe it's Scott, right? He has been so good and such sure hands all tournament long. He probably makes that catch 9 out of 10 times. Very lucky for Metro. And now we've got these final rules, right, where the clock stops on incomplete, out of bounds. So watch Tino to work that where he can get his team down the field. They can still score with a minute left.
Yeah, and 2 timeouts, so you know you don't even need to take them. We go catch underneath. We go, and then it's was he stopped inbounds or out of bounds?
That's the thing, they got to be careful. If they don't want to just go out of bounds straight away, and he's going to do those dump off and check offs, that's great. But you need to get out of bounds, right? Because if the flag is pulled while you're in bounds, that clock's still going to run. Great job for him getting outside.
So it looks like it might have stopped. We can't see the official game clock, but I thought Paul Brown on the sideline said he was stopped inbounds there. So it is 2nd down and half here. I suppose even if the clock's on screen, I find it almost impossible with the sun now to see what it is. Catch inbounds there.
This is where the discipline, and Connor has to let them know, their coach, is if you get that curl route, he has to go outside out of bounds.
Also, the clock that you can see on screen is accurate, so 50 seconds or so here. 3rd down and half. 2 timeouts though for the Metro Lions in black here. Tino, the jump, catch, make, but short of the 1st down.
Clock still running here.
I mean, this is exactly as Tauranga. You just want time to come off, make it harder and harder. It reduces the number of options that Metro has.
Tino loves to throw it deep, but he doesn't need to. He just looked for Tom just outside or underneath. He goes, oh.
Oh!
No! That's
Well,
the
then.
look.
I mean, well, there's going to be around about 20 seconds, I think, for Tauranga. 2 timeouts. Let's have a look at this. Like, there's the deep post, and then he is just coming over the top there. Came back to the ball. I suppose his vision was obscured a little bit, so a good effort to judge where the ball was going to get to, but the defender, perfect positioning if you're not going to touch the ball to make it tough to catch.
Tom usually makes that catch about 9 times out of 10 as well. I know I've said that, but these guys, they're here for a reason. They're really good athletes, and these receivers just have to calm those nerves, look in the football, and come down with it. Listen, it was 4th down. I really would have liked Tino just to check it down there and have a new, fresh set of downs. But that ball, if he just threw it just a little bit forward, that's a touchdown. And I think just having too much air under the ball cost him a bit there.
So I saw Donald McMillan, referee, say, right, that's half-time, everyone.
Okay.
And then Tauranga was like, what do you mean? How can it be half-time? Like, we ran out of bounds and had no time. But anyway, super tight game. Exactly what you want for the final game of the day. Metro Lions and Black on 6, Tauranga Tridents on 7. We'll take about a 90-second break, and then we'll be back to see which team is going to lift the cup in 2024.
Guys, ready for the music? Let's go. Are we off? Oh, they just pulled out. It's all right.
All right, welcome back to Sky Sport Next. Men's Grand Final here, NZAFF Flag Football Nationals 2024. James Lisserman, Mikey Fabella. It's been an awesome game so far, Mikey.
James, I love being here with you. This is a great game, 2 great teams. A little bit nervous, uncharacteristic drops. We'll see both these offenses probably get more in a rhythm, and we're going to see more of an offensive battle, I think, where the defense really locked down and did what they wanted to do. Both defenses controlled the first half. That's why we have a 6-7 to try and score, but look for both offenses to open it up here.
I mean, it's what you want. Like, if you're designing a sport, you want to be where it's like offense and defense have roughly equal chances, you know, to be able to score or to stop each other from doing it. And, you know, we've seen some big scorelines, some blowing out margins in today's final games, but this is looking like it's going to be, if it's a 1-score game, whichever team has the ball last, it's going to be 50-50 if they can do it or they get stopped. We go deep drop here. There's the swivel, resets and throw. Good throw there. And I think a first down as well. Should be a first down. Before the flag was pulled, he was just kind of jogging a little bit there, but I believe Darcy Williams got the flag in the end. And listen, Tridents are very clinical. They're going to chip away. They're going to understand coverage. Mark is going to try to dice it up downfield and take what the defense gives them, where we have Metro that can kind of throw the deep ball and score in one play. So if the Tridents are going to take a long time to do this, they need to end their drives with points, and I think Mark and the Tridents are looking to do that right here on first down. See, we have another drop. There's the fake, and that's good. Like, he is so quick, like, to just do those little fakes and then reset, and he knows where he wants to throw the ball most of the time. Like, sometimes it's covered, but he's really quick making the decision making. Tino on the other side, he's quick before the rusher even gets there. He's like, right, where's everyone? Right, this is where my read's going to be. Bang, gone. So they're both super quick decision makers. One's taking a little bit longer to let stuff develop. Yeah, buys a bit more time. Good accurate pass to Whitney, and tried to squeeze through the gap. Well, I don't think this should be on defense, but the defensive player's looking like, why are you flagging me for?
So far, the sportsmanship's been pretty good. Even with a couple of these calls, refs are doing a good job containing any contact they've seen.
Right, that's awesome.
Okay.
That is what I'd like to say. Like, there wasn't egregious contact either way. Like, foot just got tripped, but he was standing there, and like, that's what I'd like. Obviously, if you're the team on the other side, you're like, no, I'd rather have a flag against them. But the way you'd rather it was officiated like that. So I think good job to wave that off. Yeah, what a throw.
It is.
Well, he still set his feet right. He didn't have a stable, good platform, but he set them enough to be able to throw it where he wanted to.
What an athletic throw. Look at Mark get out. Almost like a jump pass. He's going back, Patrick Mahomes-like, and just slings it in there to his main receiver. I just love to see that. Under center, too, he really got Metro's defense to kind of creep up, rolled out, and he just slung it, and that's what he needs to do. He just needs to let it rip, trust himself.
Well, needs to try it. It's intercepted, so a chance for Metro to return for 2. Just stopped there, so the try, well, definitely the try's no good for Tauranga, but Metro had a chance to return that for a 2-point score. We'll look, just jumping the pass here. The pressure, perfect break on the ball. And almost looked like he's like, right, oh, hang on a second, I can return this. Oh, there's a flag there, so.
And tries unsuccessful. Yes, back down here, first down.
Right, so yeah, so there was a flag or something during the return. It doesn't matter, like it's after the interception. So ignore what that flag was. It means nothing now.
Extra points are huge, right? If you don't get them, it's big. But if you throw an interception and it goes the other way, it's 2 points, right? So that would have made it 8-13. And you love to see a quarterback respond after a mistake. Telegraphed a little bit there. Metro jumped the route, but Mark not giving up on the play and pulling the flag. Huge for the Tridents down the line. Let's see what Tino does here. He has to answer.
So we go. Oh, the rusher got back on time, so he can come again if he wants. He does. But it almost doesn't even matter. Like, Tino is just like, right, 1, 2, bang, ball's out.
Clinical. He's just reading the defenses really well. And if Tauranga is going to give him those corners on a 7-yard curl, a 10-yard curl, he's going to take those anytime, right?
Yep. I'm wondering if Whitney's going to break down eventually. Like, not break down, but if you start seeing the effects of playing both ways. As he's there, you can see him on the deep right corner. And then he's been sort of the key receiver as that pass a little bit behind Regan, so the pressure got there that time to throw that off. Well, okay, hypothetical, you go down, you score the game and you're down by 1 point with no time left. 1 to send it to overtime or 2 to go for the win? Or does it depend is it a high scoring or low scoring game?
Yeah, it just depends. If you've got the momentum, why not go for the win? Right. Hey, that's how the Tridents got here. In their quarterfinal win over Wellington, they decided to go for 2, and they had the momentum, right? And so it just depends. If you feel like you can win it on that play, why not? Let it rip. But otherwise, then shoot it out in overtime. But you never know, because it's almost like a new game, right?
Yes.
You get to go and try to score again. But I really would like to see Tino just, continue to make those quick decisions and just let it go.
Right, so 4th down and half here, about 8 yards to go. Needs to get the conversion here. Good ball there. Great defense there.
Great defense.
He's been in there twice where he's knocked balls away for that. Number 20, Tuko Hirangi Bini. Excellent defensive plays there. And look at this. There we go. Reading. You'll see him break into the frame here. Right there. Perfect reaction to the play. And he knew they're going to go just over the line, and that's where I'm going to make my mark on the game.
And if you're Mark Riley here, you need to understand your defense just got you a huge stop. This is an opportunity for you to take control.
So in the end zone here, he's got to make sure he doesn't get sacked here. And there we go. Second official catch of the day.
Darcy Williams with the ghost flag pull there. He's got a good sense of humor, but Darcy's really got to lock it down for these Metro Lions and lead his defense. He's one of the members of those New Zealand Mako team that went over to Malaysia and led them to the final there. And he's got that knee brace, but it's not holding him back. He's really good on the defensive side of the ball.
It's a short game there. Yeah, I saw him with it, and I was like, oh, he mustn't be. Like, that's a shame he's not playing. Like, because it's a pretty meaty-looking knee brace. And then I see, and normally, you see people with ones like that. They're offensive or defensive linemen, like not like a cover and space guy, which is what he is.
Darcy is one of the toughest guys in the country. If he can play and he can stand, he's going to play.
Here we go, pump fake, second pump fake, back shoulder, just too far for Whitney. brings up 4th down now. Still just 5 points separating. Actually, no, there's not. It's 6-13 is the official score. The interception, remember, we didn't have a safety score off it, so I was like, hang on, I feel like we talked about this. There we go. Corrected for you all back at home in case you were watching, think, right, we need one stop and a score. You need one stop, score, and a conversion as well. So 4th down, long way to go here for Tauranga. Ball's deflected, up high, harmlessly out of bounds. And yeah, that's the other Meredith there.
Meredith, number 69, with the bat down, giving his team a chance. You don't want to let the Trident score on that drive because now you're down 2 scores, right? So you give your quarterback the ball back. Tino's all business now. He's going to get his guys in the huddle, and they're going to have a game plan here. They just need to chip away and take the long shot once Tauranga gives them a chance to do that. You're just going to see Tino want to sling it long, but they've really been good at staying deep and just giving them short gains.
Yeah, exactly. We'll watch this play, then we'll see what Paul's hearing on the sidelines down at the grand final. Short game there, so let's see what Paul has to say.
The thing with the Metro boys is they just need to get those completions through the middle. I think that that's going to be the key to them driving up the field. They've had like you mentioned, James, they've had a few too many long bombs that haven't quite gone their way. At the end of the first half, the long drive to Tommy Turns, he could have pulled it in, but he didn't quite get there, and they could have secured that first down, gone down and got a score.
So we go the snap back to Tino, short pass there, and then a chance to run up the sideline, just stopped short, so it'll bring up 3rd down and half. And thank you very much for that, Paul. Sorry, I've cut you off just at the end there, but we will come back to Paul later on in the game after this. Hopefully there's something exciting. 6-13, I'd love it if we had a touchdown here for the Lions and a 1-point conversion, setting us up with a chance for overtime.
Tino now working at the ball around the offense. If he can get it to Connor and George, you're going to see Tommy open up. There he is again.
Well, I feel like the coach of Metro must have been, hang on, what did Paul say? Hit the middle? Hit the middle? Right, let's give that a shot there. As that came through absolutely perfectly. Catch and run. Look at this. Snap, just moving off the spot a little bit. Set, throw, catch, and roughly 10 yards afterwards there.
Look, Connor, their head coach, the offensive coordinator of the development team for the Mako program, he will dial it up. If he sees something, he's going to get that and relate it to Tino, and Tino's just going to dice him up.
So 1st down and goal there. The catch, he tried to extend out. It is going to be short. So the flag was grabbed before he could make the reach. No running zone here. 2nd down and goal from about the 4-yard line.
Well, how they got to this final, right? You talked about it a little bit earlier, James, is against Christchurch. There's a little bit of like pop passes down to Tim. You just wonder if they're, down to Tommy. You just wonder if they're going to try a little bit of trickery here, or if they're just going to go straight up snap and throw.
Yeah, they could. I mean, the Metro Lionesses ran their same play. There we go.
Oh, just clinical.
It was.
Just
like,
clinical.
Just a great route combination there. The in over the top, the out underneath, and it just puts the defense in a bind. Have a look at this here if we can see it. They're up the top, in.
Look left,
Actually, he
look
ran
right.
the Edelman, sorry. So we had the in over the top and then the Edelman underneath.
Connor Reagan just has been clinical on this drive as well, finding those spots. Obviously, Tommy's really fast, so spreading that defense, and 15, finding a way to get open on the Edelman route. Great patience from Tino, did exactly what he needed to do to get them in position to tie this game up.
So going for 1 here, we'll go to Paul after this and just see how the sidelines are feeling. Like, is the momentum shifting after this? Metro a chance to tie the game here at 13-13. Tino back set, he's rolling slightly to the right, pass, and that's exactly what happens.
Down the middle. Paulie, what's happening down there, man?
Like I said, boys, down the middle is where Tino needs to attack, and like I think Connor heard me. He must have heard me. He can see that there's space in the middle. It was an incredible whip route underneath by Connor for that touchdown. Timmy Turns just draws so much attention out there, and the defenders, as we saw, went with him. Connor freed up underneath, incredible touchdown, and then Tino straight back to that point after.
Meredith to Meredith. You
It
love
is.
the
You
connection.
do, like-
all game.
Yeah, my young sons, they had a Lissaman to Lissaman connect, well, twice in their grand final, so a lot of fun in it, you know, that's what you want, and it does feel like momentum has shifted. Yeah, don't throw it over here near me.
Does momentum, is it real? Does it count? Yes, it does. In these games, you really want to build on that big mo and what the Tridents have to do here is just settle in. Mark has had control the whole time, all the way on this run. He just needs to settle in, fire it there, make quick decisions, smart decisions. And this is one of them right here.
Good job by Darcy. We're going to have contact afterwards. Yeah, we see the discipline on the back, and unfortunately a little bit undisciplined there, as that just made it a bit hard. The extra bump at the end. Well, actually, we'll wait and see. I'm assuming it's going to be contact on the defense after the flag pull. But it's, you know, it's one of those ones, like, the teams aren't chippy with each other. Be totally fine to say, actually, you know what, he's going for the flags. There's no contact with impact, basically. Let's see what Donald McMillan says. It sounds like it is going to be flag.
Flag guarding, offense. Contact on the defense. Those fouls offset. We'll replay the down.
Okay. I didn't see the flag carding, so
did not see
that's it. That is correct as well. So far 100% on their officials on-field exam if they were doing one.
You see Mark scanning the field right here, James. That's what he's got to do. He's got to relax, move it with his feet.
Oh. I mean, that was dangerous in more ways than one. Had a chance for a safety there if they'd gone for the flag ball, and then it looked like it might be picked. 13-13, and it really does feel like everything's going Metro's way now. Do you go for a bomb here just to try to break it, or you like, we need two safe-ish passes?
If I'm Chris and I'm telling my quarterback, listen, we don't need to get the whole thing right now. Just go ahead and get about 10-15 yards, get us a short fourth down conversion.
Somehow didn't get sacked. Well, what do I know? Like I said, go for the long bomb. No, actually pretend you're about to get sacked, avoid it twice, and then throw someone open for a first down.
Just like the head coach, Chris, and Mark Riley drew it up. Just kind of keep him there, little shimmy, little spin. And as I'm falling down, I'm going to throw a dot in a big first down play. And if you're Metro, you just have to pull that flag. You cannot let Mark Riley do things like that, because he will tear it up the whole game.
False start, number 7 there. I mean, he made a fantastic catch before, so you're not going to be like, okay, 5 yards here, not the end of the world. We don't want to do it.
Offense, a 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
So even though it's behind half, it will still be first down and goal here. Yeah, I think Tommy, when he watches the film of this, he'll say, man, I shouldn't have frozen. I should have just kept going for the flags. If he evades me, that's okay. But at the moment, Mark's evading no matter what. Here we go. And it looked like that time Tommy was going to hold it. What a catch! What a turn! What a run! 6 points, Tauranga.
I think it's one of those as a coach, and we want to see Chris's reaction. I don't know if you can see it, Paulie, but you just kind of go, no, don't throw it. And your guys just go up and get it, and then the yards after the catch. What just great patience. You never want to see your quarterback throw off the back leg like that, but just that pure arm talent from Mark Riley, and then big 4-5. Spreading his wings, getting into the end zone.
He's ready to take off. Maybe he's flying home after this.
Yes.
It's not as far as we have to go, is it, though?
No, it's not.
So we'll check in with Paul after this, seeing if they can get a 7-point lead. Here's the 1-point conversion. The pass, no good. So Paul, Tauranga takes back the momentum. What are you feeling down there?
Almost doing an incredible job at pass rush, but he's just falling a little bit too short. He's just not quite getting the sacks. He's putting a lot of pressure on Mark Riley at the back there, but Mark's just buying a little bit of time and a shifty footwork. He's getting free, and then it's the play in the backfield. The defense is working in overtime, but they're not able to keep up with the defenders. And then you've got someone as big as number 45 in the centre for the Tauranga team. And he's athletic. He doesn't look like it, but he's getting up there for those high balls. And he pulled it down, and we saw the touchdown. But Tino, work it up the middle. Work it up the middle, Tino. I think that's what he has to do here.
All right, cheers to that, Paul. It worked for them last time. They're 6 points down, so they're not where you want to be, but you're in a winnable spot here, like 3.5 minutes or so. If you go quick, you actually get a chance to get a stop and have another drive after that as well, depending how you do. But, you know, I think these first couple of plays will dictate how they manage the clock the rest of this game. It's a bunch formation to set there. Tino underneath. Quick run. And Tauranga's flag pulling has really improved since the start of the game.
Metro has been in one too many tie games, you would probably say, and so what you really want to see is them finish it off, right? They need to finish this drive with a touchdown and an extra point, and the Tridents want to do that as well. As we get later into the game, James, you realize 3 minutes and counting, those extra points are so crucial.
No, 6 points here. I mean, you can give up a touchdown. It's tied. And what a catch. What a snag there. Yes, sir. Number 5. Although I don't know if you want to use up that much time just doing that sort of thing there. Look at this. Diving makes the catch there. It was number 5, wasn't it? Who isn't on the list? So sorry, we can't call you out.
Nice and low from Tino, and he just goes down and he gets the ball.
So first down and goal. I mean, I think the momentum is in the balance at the moment. I don't think one team's feeling like we've got this. Yeah, looked like the ball was tipped there.
Yeah, that ball was probably a little bit too behind. Reagan would have wanted that in front of him, right? That middle is still open, like Paul mentioned, whether it's just to go up the middle or you've got a 10 and in or a slant route. You just want to see, there's a 2-minute warning there, so we're in crunch time now, but you just want to see Tino be a little bit more patient, fire it in front of the wide receiver, and allow him to run with the ball after catch.
All right, so this is where it comes down to. It's a 2nd and goal. Clock will stop. Incomplete passes. There's an incomplete pass, so the clock will stop around about now as well. 2nd down and goal.
Just making it hard for themselves, right? These are just pitch and catches. All they need to do is catch the ball, and they're 5, 6, 7 yards down the field. Tino is giving them balls they can catch, and this is just crushing to your offense when you can't convert. Just a longer now 3rd and goal for Metro. Let's see if they go deep. They're overloading the left side of the field here. Let's see if Tommy has a deep ball in him.
2 potential rushes, just one comes from Tauranga. Short pass there, caught, flagged and bounds. Clock will continue to run.
Tridents have them. They have them where they want them. You don't want them any closer than that. It's going to be so hard to get this in here, but Tino does have the arm. You got to think within 2 minutes, James, on 4th down, if the Tridents get the stop here, they are at complete control to run out the clock here.
Well, there's 2 timeouts. Like on Metro here have just taken a long time to get their play and to get themselves set up. Like probably about 30 seconds almost. Well, it won't be that much, but 20 something. That pass just backwards. Deep bomb here.
It's going to be a jump ball.
He got it! Right.
To Meredith again!
No, not, well, unless there's 3 Merediths. Tino had the pass back.
Oh, that's right. It was the pass back. Thank you, James. I'm sorry.
So the game is tied here. Have a look at this. Tino backwards pass there. And then just slung it.
Tino.
Tino wasn't up quick enough. Instead it was Meredith, the younger one, I assume, who made the catch there. 1 point conversion. This is for the lead now. Tauranga, though, have 2 timeouts. We'll go to Paul after this and see how everyone's feeling after this play here.
Watch Tommy in the backfield.
Here we go. There's the handoff.
There it is.
Backwards. And I believe that went backwards.
Back to Darcy Williams.
Well, you saw his flag came off. Doesn't matter, though, because he caught the ball in the end zone. 1, 2, 3. And then good quick read there. There's the catch. Paul, what have you got down there?
Right down at the back of the end zone here, and that was an incredible grab. I must say it was the younger brother Ezra Meredith that threw the ball, and Van, who's in I think it's number 69 for the Metro. He's actually the player. He's got Meredith written on his back.
Oh.
He's the player that caught it. So that was an incredible grab at the back of the front of the end zone here, and then that play. It's a typical and standard Metro play that we saw from Tommy Turns to Darcy, back to Tino, and then back to Darcy for the extra point.
All right, so the Lions up by 1 now, 20-19. So again, inside 2 minutes, clock will stop. Incomplete passes, runs out of bounds here, and a first down, penalties, things like that. Well, and timeouts, 2 timeouts, so they have the time to do it. You don't really, you want to try and use a little clock, but get a score. More importantly than that, that's what we want for the grand final. We are waiting, the catch, and then immediate grab. What a pull. This looks like we're going to have the first time out of the game here for Tauranga.
There's plenty of time on this clock. With this timeout, you just have to settle down your quarterback.
So we're double checking what the time and score is. So the score is definitely 19 to 20, and I think the clock looks like about 1 minute 18, 1 minute 17, or else it's 18 seconds. I can't tell on the clock if the light's on or not.
112.
112 was the official call. Right, so it is a 1 point lead for Metro, which is what you can see. It is third down and half here, about 9 yards to go for Tauranga. I mean, they got super lucky last drive. This is where they need more luck. And, you know, you got to make plays when the luck's there. Well, there's the catch. Flag. No, not flag. Out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock there.
And I believe he got over the first down line,
He did.
right, which would have stopped the clock anyway, but that's just Mark Riley buying more time, showing his athleticism, and it has been all arm for Mark Riley and the Tridents. Let's see what Chris has to dial up. They're really giving just the inside, below the front corners there. They're just giving him that space, and Mark is taking it.
You can see there, just over to his left there, that's what Mikey's talking about. This time to the right. Fumbled, and then smart again, go out of bounds, keep the clock stopped. Although now maybe you're like, actually now we only have 2 downs.
Right.
Now if we don't want to leave time for the Lions to come back. We need to score this drive no matter what. Like we can't give it up or turn it over.
Yep, Trident's going to overload the right side of the field in tricks formation. You wonder what's Mark going to do. Is he going to run around a little bit, or is he just going to fire it in there?
Second down, high pass caught by Whitney. He's flagged first.
He's flagged first. They need to hurry and get on the ball because the clock will be running. Should be a 4th down play, correct?
I think 3rd down here.
3rd down.
Round about the 1. Just checking the time here. No, sorry, no, that's not 2nd down. This will be 3rd down now. There we go. You can see it behind.
The time should be running, right?
It should be, yeah, but our clock is not official, so I think our clock was a bit ahead. Now what you can see at home, I think, is pretty close to what it is on field. 3rd and goal at about the 1. Intercepted!
Oh, no!
And you can see there,
Williams!
his knee looks totally fine to me. Like a light bulb, he turns it on at the end. I don't know, man. Well,
in big moments, in big games, you rely on your biggest players, and the leader on defense just jumps the chute in the front pylons where Mark likes to attack, and he just runs the ball out. Exactly right, James. His knee looks just fine on
it
that
does
break.
there. Paul, what have you got down here? As I imagine we might have some kneel downs now.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen. Definitely, they're going to give it to Tommy Turns on a wee pitch. He's going to run upfield. I think that's game.
Yeah, it's been a tremendous game. I mean, and that's what you needed. A pick in the end zone to basically set. Well, I guess the game's not over yet. You could have a fumbled set that somehow crazily bounces back the other way. But this is where you need to just do some crazy stuff if you're Tauranga. Try and force a mistake. They do take, there's the quick pitch. They take the timeout. I mean, they can't give up a 1st down. They can only stop the ball
one time.
And ground one more. And bound, sorry. And then we can see it, the flag cup there, the National Club Championship Cup.
For the men's, right? 3-day tournament, all comes down to this, and the Metro Lions, 2024 champions.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, no.
All right, Mikey, I'm going to send you out. It's been a pleasure as always. You go out and find someone to talk to. I mean, it's going to be hard to get them coherent, but do your best. But that is exactly what we want here. Just a tremendous showcase of what flag football is all about. 4 years to go, LA 2028 Olympics. Will we see some Lions or some Tridents who were on the field today competing for the National Championship of New Zealand? Metro comes through. Mikey said they came in 3rd place last year in that 3rd, 4th game. This year they took a little bit of luck and they made the most of all the luck that they got, outscoring the Tauranga Tridents with a key stop on 3rd down in the end zone. There he is, game-stopping interception there, 20-19. Metro, what a season, what a tournament for them. They lucked out, they made the most of it, and just absolutely came through with the goods when they needed to at the end there. And Tauranga, you can't help but feel a little bit sorry for them, just did everything they needed to do, except for 1 or 2 plays right at the end as they had the chance, falling to the Lions 20 points to 19. Just fantastic game there. Ezra Merida, you heard number 1, he had some great plays. Tino Merida, the quarterback, number 10, tremendous throws, and then it was Evangel Namanu, number 69, who had that throwback pass to the other Meredith, which was a key one there of what they needed. Tremendous game there. Darcy Williams, sorry, is who we didn't mention. He was the one who iced the game right at the end there. Great game. We've had 5 games of action here. Prize giving will be around on the field here at Rongamai Park up in Auckland as we go through the winners of the thing. We're going to have Mikey Fabella with whoever he can get from the Metro Lions to have a chat and just talk about how the game's gone as well as soon as we possibly can. But Paul, just what are you feeling at the moment down there? Hopefully if you are still there. Oh, Paul is gone, so ignore that. Teams just congratulating each other as they finish off here. Been a tremendous 3 days of flag football. Today was probably the best weather we've had as the sun came out. Definitely a million times better than yesterday, and you can see there Darcy Williams. He looks like he may want to borrow some of my ice bags for his knees there to rest up afterwards. There's the tunnel for the Metro Lions. Women's team number 1, 2024. Men's team number 1 for 2024. And lots of home crowd support there for the teams as well. Proud of their efforts there. And just a tremendous game that just went back and forth. Wild swings of momentum between the two teams. And you can see it does mean a lot to them there. Coach Connor Ballett, he's looking pretty happy that it all worked out and came the way that he wanted it to in the end. And just family celebration there. So I can hear Darcy Williams just saying he's a bit breathless. I mean, you would be. Like, he's played a tremendous amount of games, and they were actually in the pool of 6 games. So they had five pool games, and then their 3 quarterfinals plus the extra overtime as well. All right, Mikey, he's got a couple of people, well, maybe one person at least. Mikey, over to you now.
Hey, James, listen, what a great game. Metro Lions, your 2024 NZEF national champions. Connor, how are you feeling right now? You said breathless before we went on camera. Can you tell us a little bit of the emotions that are happening with this win?
Yeah, a bit speechless. That was the most running I've done in probably a year, running up and down that sideline. But just speechless. First time, first 2-time national champion, and I'm just so proud of the boys. Seriously.
What was your message going into the game? And then, of course, it was real niggly, back and forth, defensive first half. What did you tell your offense and your quarterback and your defense going in against the Tridents in the second half?
Just to play our game. We got to this point by being who we are, and just play our game and just see what they gave us and see if we had to adjust to it.
All right, Connor, congratulations. We're going to talk to Darcy Williams, but James, I'm going to send it back to you before we do.
No, thank you so much for catching up with Connor. You can see he just looks almost a little bit overwhelmed, like, he's super excited, happy that they got the win there, but you also don't want to be poor losers and things like that, but just, real proud of the guys. And obviously, last night they thought, right there, their chance of going for gold in the cup was over. Got a lifeline, and they made the most of it. So Mikey, let's see who you've got. I'm hoping it's Darcy Williams, but let's find out in a moment here if you did manage to get him.
I did manage to get him. Thank you so much, James. This is the guy we talked about who was a leader on defense, and it was someone that needed to keep their offense in the game to give Tino the chance. Their offense in Metro converted when they needed to, and when your backs were against the wall, you made the biggest play of the tournament. Darcy, how are you feeling right now, man? You're a champion, 2024 national champion. Tell us.
Feels a bit surreal. We didn't have a great day, and it was feeling pretty dark, and then to turn around at the end, bro, I'm pretty stoked. It means a lot.
Well, you have Mark Riley just clinically driving downfield, throwing things up, converting, and then on that play, what was going through your mind? It looks like you had coverage, but you just jumped that front pylon. What was going through your head on that final play to seal the victory for your team?
We let a lot of time burn on that second to last play, and I was thinking, they're going to score, we're not going to have enough time back, so I'm going to try and make them look open and take my shot and jump it. If they score, we get some more time to score. If I get it, it's game over, so worth the risk.
You're a national champion. Any message to the rest of New Zealand coming out of Metro? What do you have to say for you and your club?
2-time national champion, boys. 2 times, baby.
2 times, James. Back to you. Congratulations.
All right, thanks so much, Darcy and Mikey. Not just Mikey, I want to thank Adam Blake, Ariel Metakini, Ethan Clark, and then obviously Mikey again here. Just a tremendous job helping me out on commentary for these 5 games, 2024 NZAFF National Flag Football Championships. Also like to give a shout out to the whole production crew, cameramen, camera people, sound techs, everything. Engage Video, that was the name of the company, sorry. Fantastic job. We hope that you come back. Hope you enjoyed today's showcase of flag football here in New Zealand. Roughly about a year's time we will be back. Not sure if it'll be the same field. I imagine it's probably going to be in Auckland given the number of teams that make their way up here, and it really is a celebration of flag football. So thank you so much for spending roughly 6 hours of time with us here on screen. We're going to have the awards here on the field. All the announcements about that will be on the NZAFF social media pages and website after a bit. Congratulations to all our winners today. Metro Men, Metro Women's, Canterbury Panthers youngsters, the youth team, and then the legends, it was the Wolves from Wellington. So once again, thank you for spending some time with me today on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and until next year, ka kite anō.